It's 8 a.m. here on Monday. It's April the 20th. So let's see if anybody jumps on. Let's see. Anybody jumping on? Hello, Megan. Hello, Lauren. If you jump on quickly. Hello, Kelly. Oh, sweet friend. How you doing? Aaron Treadway, we're going to be talking about something in a second. Hello, Deline. Joe Luke Picard. You guys don't know that. Not only do I call Joe my little buddy, see the video, but also he is also Joe Luke Picard. Hello, Rhonda. Hello, Jim. Hello, Leah. Candace. Candace, you're doing an incredible job with all the kid stuff, putting out all the resources. So well done. Hey, Margot. Hey, Meredith. Mernin friend. Fancy Nancy. I just realized how many nicknames I have for people. Deline, Jerry. Jerry did an awesome job in the parking lot for the drive-in Easter experience. Hey, Carrie, hope you're doing well. We're going to let people jump on. Hey, Marigo. Marigo. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It actually is a great morning. I don't know. Hey, Andy, how you doing? It's sunny outside. Has anyone looked outside? I'm in my office this morning, and there's this yellow flaming ball of thing in the sky, and it's shooting what appears to be warm rays thing. I don't know. Hey, Diane, how you doing? I don't know what that is, so if anybody could comment below what the yellow thing is that is, I believe it's starting to put out a decent amount of heat, maybe? Okay, well, anyway, thanks for joining, everybody. I'm glad you're here. I took a little bit of time off of Facebook Connect last week after the Easter drive-in experience. I decided that, needed a little bit of time with the family, and so that was a lot of fun. We had a blast. The kids are trying to claw their way out of the home, so that is interesting. Things are interesting. Hey, Missy, how you doing? Hey, Jennifer. So this morning, I just decided that basically we should have some fun this morning, because perhaps you're like me, and lately when you literally are looking at the same walls of your home, you think to yourself, I need to have some fun. And so, I haven't, like Nancy's saying, I haven't been able to tease you all in person, which is so sad when you think about it. And so I thought we would have some fun this morning. Good morning, Pam. How you doing? So I want to play a little game. Hey, Bruce, I'll be contacting you shortly about my taxes. Here we go. We're going to play a little game. And it's going to be called 5 Truths and a Lie. And you may be thinking, a pastor's going to lie to me? Yes, I am. And so the point is that you need to figure out which one is the lie and which are the other truths. So much so that I would love to hear from you. So if you want to also play said game, I would love for you to post it in the Stay Connect group. And you can use the hashtag 5 truths and 1 lie. That's the number. Here, I'm going to try to show it to you without showing you my truths and a lie. Okay? Can you see that? Oh man, it's backwards. Well, it's the number 5 truths and 1, the number, lie. Got it? 5 truths, 1 lie. If anybody wants to put that comment, I'll verify it below that you have the appropriate hashtag, okay? So here we go. 5 truths and a lie. You ready? Maybe truth, maybe a lie. I don't know. Let's see if you can figure it out. I used to be a platform diver. And you may be thinking, if that's true, that is a frightening image. And I will not be upset about that. Number 2, right? So the first one I gave you was I used to be a platform diver. Yes, 10 meter, 7 meter. Yes, Jen. Yes. No, Morgan, you were really close. You forgot the end. Jen, I can always count on you to get the right hashtag. 5 truths and 1 lie. Morgan, don't you forget that and, all right? So I gave you my first one. Here we go. Nancy. It's a hashtag, so Mama, make sure that you put those together. Here we go. Number 1, I used to be a platform diver. 10 meter, 7 meter, 3 meter springboard. Those all sound like terms that could be true. I don't know, we'll see. Number 2, while in elementary school, I won the Missouri State title in the old spellin' bee. Okay, number 3. I once broke my arm on a trampoline, and when coming out of surgery, I was singing at the top of my lungs. The nurses weren't really sure what to do. If you were wondering what song was I singing, well, I'll give you a preview. I'm saved to the uttermost, and I know that I am. I'm washed in the blood of the precious. Come on, sing. And through the Father, through the Son, through the Holy Ghost, I'm saved to the uttermost. Okay? You're welcome. No need to tip me for that song. Okay, great. Here we go. So I once broke my arm on a trampoline, and when I came out of surgery on those really fantastic drugs, only use drugs when coming out of surgery, I was singing I'm saved to the uttermost. Okay? Number 4, this one, well, I shouldn't say really if I'm one way or the other about it, because then it might give you a hint as to the fact that it's maybe absolutely true. Okay, number 4, in an office soccer challenge, which was very difficult, by the way. We had to kick a soccer ball, the entire length of the back office. It was against me and Aaron Treadway. You may be familiar with him. And so I kicked the soccer ball the length, and you had to kick it through the other person's legs. It was the very end of the hallway. The old nutmeg is what we call that in soccer. And here it is. In doing said competition, right, I was victorious where Treadway failed miserably. Okay, great. Hey, Bobby, what's up, dude? So that was the 4th one. In a office soccer challenge, I bested Aaron Treadway. You know, the professional soccer playing. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Number 5, I sang with Dolly Parton for 2 years. Okay. Number 6, I have an ongoing competition with Joyce Meyer regarding how many times we can buy or adopt a dog, only later to give it away. Not to a shelter. Don't holler at your boy. Don't you send me your emails about how dare me. No. Competition, me versus Joyce. We are currently tied at 2 dogs each in 2 years. All right? So that is 5 truths and a lie. I would love for you to try to figure out. You can comment below which one. I'll run through them really quick. Number 1, used to be a platform diver. Number 2, in elementary school, won the state title in the old spelling bee. Number 3, I once broke my arm saying I'm saved to the uttermost when I was blitzed out of my mind because, of course, I was having surgery. Let's not start a rumor. Number 4, office soccer challenge. I was amazingly victorious. Trent was amazingly the opposite. Number 5, I sang with Dolly Parton for 2 years. And number 6, ongoing competition with Joyce Meyer about how many times we can purchase a dog only to realize that was a bad decision for our family's life and then give it away. All right, so where was the lie and which are the others are truths? Hashtag 5, the number of truths, and 1 lie. All right, so perhaps I'll go through and I'll give you what that is at the very end, but I'd love for you to do your own video. Sarah, you think it's number 2. Why does nobody think that I can spell stuff? That is offensive. I am sad. I am overwhelmed with emotion. Number 4, Rhonda, you think 4 is the lie, a soccer challenge? Well, that may be aspirational. And I'm certainly obvious that Tread wishes that that was The lie? Platform diver is the lie. Fancy Nancy. All right, well, stay tuned to the end. I'm a media guy. And I didn't sing with Dolly Parton, Kelly Dodonna. Okay, I see you. I see you, girl. Okay, well, maybe stay tuned till the end, where I will perhaps reveal what is truth and what is a lie. Aspirational. Aspirational. Aspirational, Bruce. Thank you. It's because I read it, but that's not the point. Okay, so I wanted to give you some quick updates. Why, what, and how, right? Why, what, and how. Why do we continue as a church to collect items for those around us? Well, that's obvious, and it should be very obvious, and that is a 100% truth. It's because our church believes in reaching out and helping people, because it isn't just the thing that we give, but it's the intent behind why we do it. And I love so very much that this church, our church, has such a heart for those that are in a hard way. And we see that right now everywhere in our community. And so I just want to encourage you all to continue to give. What are we giving? Of course, we are doing a food distribution. We have frozen meals. We have people donating non-perishable food. We've been able to donate to the Park Ministry, Strigan Park Ministry, which is amazing that we do that. Our church has done that for years. And so I love that how God works, right? Where this idea of outreach, missions, of helping those in need, that wasn't something that we just started because of coronavirus. No, we already had a very high level in doing that. And so you need to be super proud of not only what you're doing to help, but how our church is really coming together to get inside the community, to reach out, to find a need, and to fulfill it. And so I'm just super proud as one of the pastors here to be able to say, well done, please keep that up. It's an amazing thing. And so if you're wondering, are there other things that we are collecting? We are. So you saw a lot about the $10 gift cards for first responders, and many of you did that. And I want to say thanks. We were able to get those to 2 different precincts, and those were police departments. But I want to ask if you would continue to do that. In fact, I want to throw a challenge out there. We would love to be able to make, if not get all, make a huge dent in covering not only police stations, fire departments, ambulance, and all those great, incredible first responders that work so hard. There is a lot, I'm not going to lie. There is hundreds of that, and so I don't know if you could share this video or get somebody to help, but if you can go and purchase a $10 gift card from a local restaurant, again, let's support our local businesses. I would encourage you to do that. You can drop off your gift card in the vestibule. In fact, maybe when this whole coronavirus thing is over, we can have a naming competition to rename vestibule, because I don't know what that is. So again, $10 gift cards for first responders. We would love to be able to cover a lot more of those individuals that work so very hard to keep us safe, healthy, protected. Again, $10 gift cards. Also, we will be publishing, it may have come out in the Friday email. We're going to find a place on the website, likely under coronavirus updates off of the homepage, to publish the Fellowship Small Business Owners List. So you saw us reach out. I think I did that in one of the first videos, and I want to ask you to check it out, but you can go there. Eventually it'll be up on the website. Valerie, if you're watching, that will come to you later today. Okay, great, thanks. So if your business is not on the homepage, or if you're, wait, that doesn't make sense. English is hard. If you have not submitted, here we go. If you have not submitted your small business that you own, or you just really feel like we need to support, you can email info@fellowshipcleveland.com, and we will add it to the list. Again, we need to make sure they have permission from the business owners to publish that information, or información por mi español personas. Okay, thank you. So yes, if you want to send it an e-gift card, I suppose that we could do that. You'll just need to email, let's see, what staff member should I choose today? Let's see. I say you can email your gift cards to Megan. Yes, Megan at fellowshipcleveland.com. Send those gift cards to Megan at fellowshipcleveland.com. All right, $10. Morgan, if you want to be super generous and do 20, you certainly can, but it is not absolutely needed. But again, hey, go get your $20 gift card, girl. Okay, enough of that. So also, let's see some other updates. Those are the gift cards. That's what we've been collecting. Here's a quick, fun question. And now it's time for another question from Matt. Okay. If we did another drive-in experience, what would you all think about it? And would you attend? If we did another drive-in church Sunday morning experience. Anna, stop cheating. That's not nice. Even though I love you, and I think you're one of the cutest, sweetest, strongest, most beautiful, lovely, incredible ladies in the land. I'm going to love my land, you know what I'm saying? I'm not currently out of surgery, so if you're wondering, am I currently on post-surgery drugs, you would be likely incorrect. Okay, so if we did, that's the question, if we did another drive-in experience, what would you all think about it? Would you attend? Would you come? Would you honk that horn? Okay. Last question. Here we go. How you doing? Now listen, that is a seemingly very simple question. But I love and I want to know how you're doing. And if you, for whatever reason, are not having the greatest of days, the greatest of weeks, perhaps you are struggling, here's what I want to tell you. You ready for this very spiritual response? I understand where you're at. And I know that also seems very simple, but many times in church or in Christendom, we pretend like we can't have a problem. We pretend like we're not allowed to say that we're struggling. We give this false idea that we're not allowed to be honest, even with God. We think, oh, if I tell God I'm angry or I'm bored or I'm upset that I'm having to stay inside, that he's going to be mad at me. Well, I seriously do not think that's the case. Here's the best part. If you are thinking about it already, well, spoiler alert, God already knows how you feel. So my encouragement to you when I say, how are you doing? If you are not doing good, here's a couple things that I think are very important. Number one, you need to be honest with yourself and with God. You need to tell him how you are feeling. Again, feelings are not faith. Those are two different things. Just because you feel a certain way doesn't make it true, but God gave us our emotions and our feelings, and they are to help us. And so if you are feeling that way, talk to God about it. It's prayer. A lot of times we try to elevate prayer into this super, oh, thouest Father in heaven, who is thine own desiring fire. I don't even know what I just said. And God thankfully does. But just talk to God. Pray to him every day, all the time. You don't have to even say, hey God, just say, what's up? Hey God, please, I need your help. I'm really going through this. Help get my feelings into check. I'm not doing well. Me and my wife, we've been having that conversation throughout these weeks where we'll just say to one another, I'm not doing good today. So be honest with God, be honest with those around you. And that's the second point. Find some people in your family or a friend, take you a 20-minute Facebook, FaceTime, I don't care what you need. Take 20 minutes, lock yourself in your room, in the bathroom, and have a 10-minute conversation with a friend that perhaps you haven't talked to in a long time, but you know that they are going to make you laugh, they're going to challenge you, they're going to speak life into your circumstance, they're going to be okay hearing the fact that you're struggling, because it's okay. And I just want you to know, as one of the pastors here and from all of the executive team, we understand. We get it. Just because we're pastors, it doesn't mean that we aren't ourselves struggling. I was totally struggling last week trying to get everything done, and I felt like I was running on fumes. And I suspect that many of you feel the same way. And so be honest with God, talk to God, find some people in your life that you can FaceTime, make a phone call, and I would encourage you to laugh as much as possible. All right, lastly, woo, buddy, what time is it? Let's just check the old time. That's not going to work. All right, lastly, you may be wondering, how are we passing the time? How are you passing the time? Just the other day, I said to Anna, I was like, I have all these books that I have read or I would like to read, and I just always say I never have the time to read them. Well, I've got some time to read them. And so I want to go through 5 books. 5 books that I would either encourage you to read, or I would love to hear of your favorite 5 books. Maybe we'll do a book club. I don't know. Anybody want to read a book together? I mean, it's likely we're going to be we know we'll be in this kind of boat for 2 weeks. So perhaps if you would like to do a little book club with me, I'll do it. You just say so and I'll do it. All right, so here are my 5 favorites. And I am going to go through them. And if you don't know them, maybe it's something that you could check out, get you a digital copy, and read. All right, my first favorite book. It's a classic. Yeah, Frankenstein. You know why? Because I was an English major. You may have saw Anna put that down there. Matt Clark, your boy, was an English major. Does that maybe make you rethink the spelling bee? Frankenstein. This book is amazing. The fact that she wrote this, that Mary Shelley wrote this at around 16, 17 years old, essentially in a couple of nights. What? Oh, whatever. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Second, my book is called Soul Survivor by Mr. Philip Yancey. What is it? 13 Unlikely Mentors Help My Faith Survive the Church. This book is incredible. Yancey is an excellent writer. What's so amazing about grace is another book that he's done. Soul Survivor by Philip Yancey is fantastic. Check it out. Now we're going to go back to a novel. Here we go. Bam. You can't really see it, can you? It's called The Storm by Frederick Buechner. If you know anything about me, this is probably my favorite author of all time. His name is Frederick Buechner. This is fiction, so it's so good. He's such a good writer, which brings me to one of my favorite devotionals by the same guy, Frederick Buechner. It's called Listening to Your Life. This book is amazing. It's always incredible to me how it's broken by the day, but I just read through it. It's amazing to me how when I'm going through those hard times, and I get it, I see even some of you saying, you just want to hug some people, you're huggers, and I love that. And so maybe make a hug list of all those, not a hit list, that's different, don't do that, and don't tell people you're making a hit list. That will cause them to have some questions. Make you a hug list, because again, if you just stay in your isolation and you just focus and you meditate on the things that get you down, it will likely bring you lower. But if you can start to just, and again, I'm speaking to the choir, I'm preaching to the choir, I'm speaking to myself, but if you can continue to stay hopeful, it does make a difference. So Listening to Your Life, Frederick Buechner. All right, last 2. And this might be one that we do the book club with because I feel like it'd be super great to do. This is Louis Giglio's The Air I Breathe. This is all about worship as a way of life. I did this with the core team on the worship crew. It's an amazing book. It's short. It's not super, look at that. Little tiny book. You could probably read it in a few days. It's just great. It describes worship in a way that is so accessible. It talks about worship in a way that is so impactful that it's changed my mind about how I think about worship as a worship leader. And lastly, you may not believe it, but this is a book called Controlling the Tongue by Mr. R.T. Kendall. Yes, those who like to talk also a lot of times put their foot in their mouth. And so, if you were like me, this will be a book that would be super helpful. So, Controlling the Tongue by R.T. Kendall. I'll go back afterwards and list out all of those books. And so, if any of you would have any interest in reading any of those books, maybe we'll choose one of the 5 and we can read through it. It likely won't be Frankenstein because that seems a little creepy. But nevertheless, we will do it together. All right, hey, listen, I am so very glad that you jumped on this morning. And, oh, wait, what? Sorry. Yes. Sorry, my producer is telling me I have not revealed the 5 truths and 1 lie. Okay, so if you're wondering, now is the big moment. Why doesn't everybody do a little drum roll on your table? Why doesn't everybody get excited to reveal what are the 5 truths and 1 lie? A lot of you, much to my dismay, and I'm down now about it. What are the truths and what are the lies? A lot of you thought I lied to you, literally right to your face. You think I lied right to your face about winning the Missouri State title in the old spelling bee. Some of you think I'm a liar when it comes to singing with Dolly Parton. There are 2 of you, but it's basically Tread, and likely he reached out to get people to say that I lied about the office competition that involved a soccer ball, which should essentially really be another extension of Tread, right? I mean, good Lord, he was a professional soccer player. Okay, but enough of that. Where are the truths and where are the lies? Again, I'd love for you to do the same thing on this group. Do hashtag 5 truths and 1 lie. All right, here we go. Number 1, I used to be a platform diver. It's frightening, but it's true. Yes, that's true. I used to do a 10-meter, 7-meter, 5-meter, 3-meter springboard diving. I may or may not have won 2 state titles. No big deal. That's fine. So number 1, I used to be a platform diver. That is true. Number 2, no, I'm not going to do it. Number 3, I once broke my arm on the trampoline, and when I came out of surgery, I was singing at the top of my lungs, I'm saved to the uttermost. That is true. Yep, it's true. My mom and dad were there. My Momo and Pa were there, and they were cracking up because the minute they heard singing, they knew it was me, which is funny because at that point I was probably 13, and I did not actually sing for real until my senior year of high school. So I guess it's true. When it's in you, it's in you. It's just gotta come out with some aids of drugs. Surgery drugs. Again, don't start rumors. Okay, so that is true. Yep, broke my arm, had surgery, singing I'm saved to the uttermost. Number 4, an office soccer challenge, which was very, very, very difficult. This was very difficult. And it's true. Tread could not hang. He could not handle it. He lost. It's just what it is. Number 5, I sang with Dolly Parton for 2 years. Yeah, that's true. I was a part of her Dollywood Christmas Spectacular. Yep, that's true. Number 6, I have an ongoing competition with Joyce Meyer regarding how many times you can buy or adopt a dog, only later to give it away. That is true. We are currently at 2 dogs each, and hopefully Anna won't get upset about this. I don't think she will. But we are about to add number 3 into the competition with this cutie. You see this guy? This, come Saturday, is our new pup. His name, which has been quite contentious around the house, is Mr. Finnegan Louis III. Mr. Finnegan Louis III. Look at the puppy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I love you. I'm the puppy. Oh, do you want to snuggle me? Okay. Enough of that. So he's coming home on Saturday. Beckham's birthday is Friday, and so that's kind of a nice thing for him. And so the lie, if you haven't figured it out, was while in elementary school. I won the Missouri State title in the spelling bee. I cannot spell to save my life. I can't spell. I can't remember lyrics, even the ones that I write, to save my life. So if you've ever wondered how does Matt lead worship and know the lyrics, it's because there's a screen. It's cheating. I don't know what to tell you. It's cheating. Every Sunday, the entire worship team cheats. I can't spell. I can't remember lyrics. I sometimes make them up on the spot, and so it is. Yes, thank you, Anna. The kids want to call him Finney. I think Louis the Third is hilarious because we're from St. Louis, and he'd be the third dog that we will give away eventually, I think, but probably not. So there you go. No, I'm not going to tell them about Christmas at the Crossing. That's a story for another day, because we had to sing all 17 verses of Hark the Herald Angels Sings. Who in the world writes 17 verses to a Christmas song that you rarely hear? It's once a year. This isn't like Hark the Herald Angels Sing, glory to the newborn King. Everybody knows that verse. Do you know the other 16 verses? No, I didn't either. So in an actual Christmas service, I just hummed all the words and then started laughing. And then at the end of the song, when everyone was looking, I was like, anybody get anything out of that? Nope, I didn't either. Sorry, Crossing. Love you. But to be fair, I told everybody that it was not going to be good and that we needed to have a confidence monitor. That's the saved version that worship leaders use for they cheat. So it's confidence monitor. I'm just throwing out everything this morning. It's all out the window. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, so he is a Cavachon poo, not a Cavapoo. Jessica, I do. What do you see? We kind of know the difference between a Cavapoo and a Cavachon poo, but anyway, he's super cute. We're super excited to get him, and we'll see. Maybe the next competition is how long will it be before the Clarks give this dog away? Buzzing. Okay. I love y'all. Thanks for having some fun. Again, I think that often we can get consumed and we can get overwhelmed with what's going on, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine to feel that way, but what I want to encourage you to do is don't stay there. I get if you have a bad day, if you struggle, you don't need to try to hide it. You don't need to try to pretend like you're not having a hard day. Just be honest. But then do something. Find a great book. Talk to a friend. Talk to God. Pray. Read your Bible. Get in there and just ask Him to help you. And ask for help from those around you. Yeah, we can't physically be together, but that doesn't stop phone calls, and find ways that we can reach out to one another and just be there. Sometimes it's not with the words that you speak, but it's presence. It's just being with one another. So I want to encourage you just to be there for each other. If there are ways that you can do things practically for one another, be there for one another. Practically show up and be the church. Use a lot of grace. Use a lot of mercy. Know that that's how God is so gracious to us. Be gracious to one another. And yeah, go walk outside today. I mean, we don't get all these beautiful days often. It's going to be like 51. But get outside. Play with your kids. Read a good book. Watch a good movie. Find a good documentary. I don't know. Don't watch that weirdo with the tiger guy. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to judge you. If you do that, it's you and the Lord. But do something fun. Refuse to stay where you're at. Refuse to just focus on the bad stuff. It's easy. Trust me. I get it. It is so easy to focus on the bad stuff. But I would encourage you to, why not take a break